Okie dokie guys, right, this one today is that little bit more hardcore. The setup of this is all about going completely hard out, completely 100% anaerobic, okay? This is metabolic cardio, but it's also very anaerobic, so it's good for muscle building, strength building. It's relatively plyometric in place as well, good for your explosiveness. Basically, for this to be very much body fat burning, which it's meant to be as well, you have to go with the intention of 100% flat out. This is my favorite type of cardio, okay? So you go everything or nothing, okay? The last thing you want to do is end up doing this very endurance and hitting from movement to movement and starting to slow down your intensity. So it's done in rounds. So what you're going to do is 10 reps per movement, always stays the same, apart from you're going to add one movement per round. So for example, you start off with the first movement for 10 reps, then rest. And then the first 2 movements, then rest. Then the first 3 movements, then rest. It's like a pyramid. So say you do the first, go through round 4, you've done 10, 10, 10, 10. Rest as long as you need, so that when you hit the next round, you go hard out. The last thing you want to do is just end up going really aerobic, and then you get exhausted, and then you're just going through the movements. Because then you're going aerobic, and aerobic fibers are very efficient with oxygen. It won't cause the oxygen debt, which won't cause you to shift your resting metabolic rate, okay? So 100% flat out, hitting your anaerobic fibers, which is your anaerobic energy system, which means you're going to burn a lot more body fat throughout the day. So I'm going to bring the camera over here, and I'll show you the moves. Right, okie dokie guys, this is a little bit more distance between you and I than normal videos. It's usually me filming it, obviously I'm on my own. So first off, the first movement is mountain climbers. So mountain climbers, the key with this is make sure you're over your upper body and your hips are down, okay? It's very common that you see people do this or kick their feet up. You mean over your upper body and focus on bringing your knees up towards your hands, okay? Keep your back nice and flat and your hips down. That's mountain climbers. When you do this, make sure you count with this particular one. Usually I say count one leg only. This you count 1, 2, 3, 4 to get the speed. Right, next up from this position, hand release push-ups. So with your push-ups, if you had a strap between your hands, you don't want to be looking at that strap. You're going to be rotated down with your elbows going off of that angle here. You want your chest to come down to the strap. Okay, so as you come down so your chest is all the way to the ground. You're going to release your hands for a second. So physically pick them up, keep your hips up and drive up. Come down, hands off for a second and push up. Remember that you'll be doing it as fast as you can, but make sure you physically release the weight. Squat jumps, needs no introduction, right? Squat jumps, hips go down and back, get nice and low, loading the heels, jump up, land into that position, okay? So you're leaving from your toes and landing down into the heels, squat jumps. Remember aggression from the squat jumps, just to make sure don't leave the ground. If you've got any bad knees or anything like that, just turn them into squats. Switches, the old breakdancing move. So push-up position. The key with this is bring your knees all the way in, so that you're coming straight down from the hips, straight down from the arms. From this position, knees just off the ground, come through and down, thigh down to the ground. Turn through and down. And all you're doing is that, and as you get better, you're just going to miss out that middle part for your switches. Half burpee. Few options with this. With your half burpee, straight up to your switches, you can either do in and out, where you're just jumping your feet in and out from there, or if you can, release your hand and come to this kind of ball catch position. If you want to go one step further than that, chest down, and go to there as well. That's half burpees. Right, tug jumps. With your tug jumps, make sure you tuck up and your knees are coming up in front, not tucking underneath. Use your arms for balance. Gently through the toes, guys. You don't want to be slamming down through your heels on this. Use your arms for balance. Just going to tuck, land, nice and gently. Remember that if you've got any knee problems and you don't want to jump, with this you can just turn these into speed squats, which is where you drop nice and fast, and you're going to come up and drop up and down from there, okay? Tuck jumps. Right, okay, next up V6. So you're onto your back, arms up nice and long, you're going to come up, reach for your shins, slightly down, just going to come up like this. Obviously you'll be doing this with speed. If you can, you do V-ups and come up into that tailbone, snap up and down. That's more of an advanced movement. Go for whichever one works for you. If you do by any means need to regress it down even more than that, then you find you can't quite get off the ground here. Pull your knees in. The closer your knees are, the less tension's on your core. So you can literally be sit with your knees nice and close here. Split squats, basically jumping lunges. Go to that lunge position, remember, back knee straight down, loading that front heel. All you're gonna do is jump, switch position. Jump, switch position. As you get better, you'll be able to jump higher, but focus on your form and technique. If you find you balance all over the place here, guarantee it's your upper body, not your lower. I kind of screw my legs up all I want here. As long as I concentrate on keep my body straight, I've got my balance. A lot of people focus so much on their feet and their bodies like this, and they lose balance. So pull in, tighten your core. Burpees. Who actually needs introduction to this, right? With your burpees, chest all the way down to the ground, rotate in. So the biggest common problem with burpees is people go down, chest to ground, and as they come up, they do this. They cause this like arch. Now look at the distance between my feet and my hands, it's huge. So when I jump in, then they end up having to do this and push back. So when you come up with your hands underneath you, lean as forward as you can, and shorten that distance from over here to here. So now it's a tiny movement, so now through to my heels, and then jump up. Back down to the ground, to here, rotate in, jump up, burpees. Right, last one, donkey kicks, one of my favourites. The key with donkey kicks, first of all, not everyone's going to be able to go all the way over straight away, okay? The focus is to leave two-footed, land two-footed with your feet close to your hands, take the impact out of your feet and knees. So, leave over your upper body. If you are attempting to go more for like the proper donkey kick, so almost a handstand position, you need to have your shoulders, hips in line. So just think hips over shoulders. So a lot of people focus too much on being here and jumping into it. It's more of a lean. So you actually, your head will be further out here. More of an advanced technique here. Pull your fingers back, then press your palms down. So your feet, you're here, you've got more power into the ground. So you go from here, kick up, kick out, down. And that's your donkey kicks. Hang time. Okay guys, remember 100% flat out. Rest whatever you need to in between. Do not let it go aerobic, where you end up sort of going one to the other, and the form goes to crap, and then you miss the energy system. Hard out, rest, make your way through it. As soon as you hit 10, you're done. Make it happen.